You can eat 200 grams of protein a day and still lose muscle, not because the protein isn't enough, but because the machinery that converts protein into muscle has broken down. Inflammation is blocking the growth signals. Blood flow is too poor. Digestive enzymes have slowed. The raw material is arriving, but the factory can't use it. Today, we're going to fix that with 10 fruits, and number 1 will genuinely stop you, because most people are throwing away the most important part before they even take a bite. Welcome to Second Prime, where science meets your second chapter. After 60, muscle loss accelerates to roughly 1% per year, a condition called sarcopenia. Protein helps, but it's not enough on its own. Anabolic resistance, chronic low-grade inflammation, and slowed digestion all conspire against you. These 10 fruits target each of those mechanisms directly. Let's count them down. Number 10. Guava. Most people think of guava as a tropical curiosity, but it's the highest protein common fruit you can buy, around 4 grams per cup. More importantly, guava has more vitamin C per serving than any other fruit, including oranges. Why does that matter for muscle? Collagen. Collagen is the structural scaffold that holds muscle tissue together, and after 60, your body's ability to synthesize it drops roughly 1% every year. Vitamin C is the rate-limiting factor. Without it, you can't make collagen efficiently, and your muscle architecture literally weakens even as you build new fibers. Pair guava with any protein source, any time of day. Number 9. Pineapple. Fresh pineapple contains bromelain, a proteolytic enzyme that breaks down the damaged proteins left behind after exercise, the same proteins that cause that familiar soreness and stiffness. It specifically reduces TNF-alpha and IL-1 beta, 2 inflammatory cytokines that actively block muscle repair. Research shows bromelain can cut exercise-induced muscle damage by up to 40% and significantly speed up strength recovery. One critical rule: fresh only. Canned pineapple is heat processed, and that heat completely destroys the bromelain. Eat fresh pineapple within 30 minutes before or 1 hour after training, not both, and not with a heavy meal. Number 8. Watermelon. 2 cups of fresh watermelon delivers roughly 2.5 grams of L-citrulline, an amino acid your body converts to arginine, which then produces nitric oxide. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels, dramatically improving blood flow and nutrient delivery to working muscles. It also clears ammonia through the urea cycle. Ammonia is the toxic compound that accumulates in muscle during exercise and causes fatigue. A 2021 meta-analysis confirmed citrulline supplementation increases peak power output by about 6.4% and reduces post-exercise soreness. Watermelon delivers this in food form. Eat it about an hour before exercise for maximum effect. Number 7. Figs. Fresh figs contain phycin, a digestive enzyme in the same family as bromelain. It pre-digests protein and releases amino acids faster, so they hit your bloodstream during the critical post-meal window. After 60, stomach acid production can drop by up to 40%. That means protein you eat is being absorbed far less efficiently than it was when you were younger. Figs partially compensate for this. They're also unusually high in calcium, which is essential for the electrochemical signaling that triggers muscle contraction in the first place. Eat 2 or 3 fresh figs alongside a protein-rich meal. We're at the halfway mark, and the next 5 fruits are where the real surprises are. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe. New science-backed videos every Monday and Thursday. And if this surprised you so far, wait until you see what's in apple skin. Keep watching. Number 6. Mango. Mango contains mangiferin, a xanthanoid polyphenol found in almost no other common food. Animal studies show mangiferin directly reduces the expression of atrogen-1 and MURF1. Those are the 2 key genes responsible for triggering muscle protein breakdown. After 60, these genes become increasingly overactive, and they're the primary molecular drivers of sarcopenia. Most people focus on building muscle. Mangiferin blocks the demolition simultaneously. It also improves insulin sensitivity in skeletal muscle, which helps amino acids get in more efficiently. 1 cup of mango daily is a good target. Number 5. Tart cherries, not sweet cherries. The Montmorency variety, Tart cherries, has roughly 5 times the anthocyanin content of regular sweet cherries. These anthocyanins work through 2 independent pathways. First, they block COX-2, the same inflammatory enzyme that ibuprofen targets, without the gastrointestinal side effects. Second, they inhibit NF-κB, the master switch that activates muscle protein degradation. A 2021 meta-analysis of 10 RCTs found tart cherry supplementation significantly reduced muscle soreness and improved strength recovery. If you're finding this useful, hit like. It genuinely helps us reach more people trying to hold on to their strength. The practical dose: 60 milliliters of tart cherry concentrate daily, or 200 to 250 milligrams of freeze-dried extract. Number 4. Kiwi. Specifically green kiwi, the Hayward variety. Green kiwi fruit contains actinidin, a protein-digesting enzyme unique to kiwi. A double-blind crossover study in healthy older adults found that eating 2 green kiwi fruit with a protein meal increased plasma essential amino acid concentrations more rapidly compared to protein alone. The amino acids arrived in the bloodstream faster, earlier in the anabolic window. That earlier arrival matters enormously after 60 because the window is shorter and muscle protein synthesis rates are already blunted. 1 to 2 green kiwis with your highest protein meal of the day. Golden kiwi doesn't have actinidin. It has to be green. Number 3. Banana. The post-exercise anabolic window, roughly 45 to 60 minutes after resistance training, is when the muscle cell membrane is most permeable to amino acids. A banana eaten immediately after exercise does 3 things simultaneously. The fast carbohydrates spike insulin, which acts as a co-signal that opens the GLUT4 transporter. Potassium restores the electrochemical gradient that muscle contraction depletes, and bananas contain leucine, the specific amino acid that directly activates mTOR, the master switch of muscle protein synthesis. Eat a banana within 30 minutes after resistance training, paired with protein. That combination is more effective than protein alone. Number 2. Papaya. Most people focus on vitamin C or lycopene when they think about carotenoids, but beta-cryptoxanthin is the one researchers are now paying attention to for muscle specifically. A 4-year longitudinal study from Japan's National Institute for Longevity Sciences tracked over 750 adults aged 60 and older. Those with the highest serum beta-cryptoxanthin had significantly greater lean body mass. Papaya has the highest concentration of beta-cryptoxanthin of any common fruit. 1 cup daily provides a dose in the range studied. It also contains papain, a digestive enzyme similar to bromelain, which improves protein absorption. 2 benefits in 1 fruit. Number 1, the apple. And here's the part most people get wrong. The muscle protective compound isn't in the flesh, it's in the skin. Apple skin contains ursolic acid, and the flesh has almost none. Research out of the University of Iowa identified ursolic acid as one of the most potent natural inhibitors of Trojan-1, the primary gene that triggers muscle protein breakdown after 60. It also stimulates IGF-1 receptor expression in skeletal muscle, amplifying the anabolic response to the protein you eat. The skin of 1 medium apple contains roughly 50 milligrams of ursolic acid, the dose range used in research. You've probably been peeling apples your whole life. Stop. That skin is the medicine. 1 to 2 unpeeled apples per day is one of the most underrated muscle preservation habits in the science on aging. So how do you actually use all of this? You don't need to eat all 10 fruits every day. Rotate through them based on your training schedule. On workout days, watermelon 1 hour before training, fresh pineapple or banana right after. Tart cherry concentrate in the evening. On rest days, kiwi with your main protein meal, papaya in the morning, 1 unpeeled apple as a snack. Throughout the week, rotate mango, figs, and guava into your meals with protein. The through line is simple. Think about what each fruit does mechanically and time it to when your muscles need that specific support most. Which of these surprised you most? Was it the apple skin? The fact that canned pineapple is useless? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll pin the best responses. If you want to know which resistance exercises pair best with this fruit protocol,